Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I've bought a fish. So you must be familiar with what fish it is. It's called salmon. So I'm going to make it into 4 different meals. And if you stick around, and I will show you exactly what I'm going to do with it. So as you can see, I'm just chopping the head off. And I will use the head later, and I will show you how. So now I'm just going to make 2 slices of fillet, one on the left, one on the right. So I'm just carefully slicing through the bones, very carefully. But my intention is not to save as much meat as I want, because I want to leave some of the flesh on the bone, because I'm going to make a very special dish from the bones. So as you can see now, this is the first fillet, and then that's the bone. That's how much meat, and especially the tail, that I left it for. And the bones I just sort of cut it into manageable sizes with a bigger knife. That's it. And then I will just let it sit aside. So this is one of the fillets in there, and I just roughly cut it through and then put it in the box. And this is the bad boy that I'm going to use for sashimi. So I carefully cut out into 3 different portions for sashimi. And I leave the tail bit to make it to a special salmon, a cured salmon, that's what I call it. So I make sure that there's no bones left in the meat. And I put salt in there, both sides as well. A lot of salt on both sides. Don't worry, it won't get too salty because all this will be washed later. But at the moment I'm just going to put the salt in there, leave it for half an hour. And we come back with that for half an hour. So now we're going to make that cured salmon. So what we do is we put 5 to 6 portions of brown sugar. In this case, and I put 1 portion of salt. And mix well. So in this case, I use around 250 grams of brown sugar. And I put that salmon in there, so layer by layer. So mixture first, put the salmon on top. And then put a layer of the mixture, brown sugar and salt mixture. So what the salt will do and the sugar will do is they will dehydrate the salmon and make the salmon meat a lot firmer and tougher. And it will come up with the jelly, so I will show you. So now we wash out the salt from the other side of the fillet. Make sure the final check is no bones in there. To be honest, this is a very small fish, so I don't think we got much left for the sashimi, but family of 4, I'm the only one who will eat that, so that's fine for me. The whole fish ran about 1.7 kilo, so it's very small. So I add some vinegar in there, and I leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. And what it does, the vinegar will sort of slightly cook the salmon, so you can see the salmon's already changed color into sort of like a little bit pale pink. So I wash it through, otherwise you just carry on cooking, and I tap dry the salmon. And what I will do now is I will put the cling film to wrap it up. So make sure they are airtight, as much as airtight as possible. And you can see the salmon, I just play around with it, and so wrapped it up with cling film, and hopefully no air is going to get in and no air is going to go out. Especially when you put it in the freezer. So yes, we are going to put it in the freezer, but if you got moist in there and let the air go in, and what it forms is eyes and nose, so you don't want it to be so much frost on top of the salmon. So you just basically need to wrap it up as tight as possible. And after I wrapped it up with the cling film, I also put it in a little container and with a lid, so that makes sure that it's completely sealed. And I keep it in the freezer about 24-48 hours. So for the cured salmon, I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator overnight. So for what I'm going to do with it, then please stick around and subscribe my channel. The video is coming soon, and I will add it on the time card. So for the fish head, tail and bones, I'm going to make a soup. So if you subscribe my channel, you will find the video, or you can find it on the time card. Hope you enjoyed the content today, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.